The Kansas City Chiefs have been a dominant force in the NFL, largely due to their high-powered offense led by Patrick Mahomes and orchestrated by head coach Andy Reid. However, the 2024 season exposed both the brilliance and vulnerabilities of this unit, culminating in a disappointing 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl LIX. As the Chiefs head into the 2025 season, they face the challenge of refining their offense to reclaim their status as a top-tier unit. This article delves into the strengths and weaknesses of the Chiefs' offense, analyzing key players, statistical trends, and areas for improvement based on recent performance and off-season developments. Patrick Mahomes remains the cornerstone of the Chiefs' offense, widely regarded as one of the NFL's premier quarterbacks. His ability to extend plays, make off-platform throws, and read defenses is unmatched. In the 2024 season, Mahomes accounted for 72.5% of the Chiefs' offensive yards, the highest share of any NFL quarterback, showcasing his central role in the team's success. His performance in the AFC Championship against the Buffalo Bills, where he averaged 0.63 expected points added per dropback and led the team to 32 points, highlighted his ability to elevate the offense in critical moments. Mahomes' dual threat capability, evidenced by 43 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns in that game, adds another dimension to the Chiefs' attack. Head coach Andy Reid's offensive schemes are among the most creative in the NFL. His ability to design plays that exploit defensive weaknesses and adapt to personnel changes has kept the Chiefs competitive even during down years. Reid's use of motion, play action, and misdirection creates opportunities for skill players, while his experience helps maximize Mahomes' improvisational skills. The addition of new weapons in the offseason, as noted in recent draft strategies, aligns with Reid's history of integrating new talent effectively, as seen with players like JuJu Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling in 2022. The Chiefs' receiving unit has shown promise, particularly with young talent stepping up. Rookie Xavier Worthy, selected 28th overall in the 2024 draft, has added a dynamic deep threat element, stretching defenses and creating space for others. Marquise Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice have also contributed significantly, with Rice emerging as a reliable target before facing potential off-field issues. The trio's speed and versatility align with Reid's preference for a diverse passing attack. Posts on X have highlighted optimism about the passing game's potential breakout in 2025, with Mahomes himself expressing confidence in the group's development. Tight end Travis Kelce, despite showing signs of aging in 2024 with his first sub-1,000 yard season since 2015, remains a critical component of the offense. His chemistry with Mahomes, route running savvy, and ability to find soft spots in zone coverages make him a safety valve in high-pressure situations. Kelce's leadership also helps younger players adapt to Reid's complex system. While his production may not reach its all-pro peak, his presence ensures the Chiefs have a reliable target in clutch moments. The Chiefs' interior offensive line, anchored by center Creed Humphrey and guards Trey Smith and Joe Thuney, is among the league's best. Humphrey, a Pro Bowl caliber player, provides stability in pass protection and run blocking. The interior trio's cohesion has been a strength, with the Chiefs ranking in the top 3 in team rushing for the past 5 seasons. Recent draft picks like Hunter Norzad and C.J. Hansen add depth and future potential, ensuring the line remains a strength even if tackles face challenges. Running back Isaiah Pacheco, a 7th-round gem, has become one of the NFL's most dynamic backs. His aggressive running style and familiarity with Reid's system make him a perfect fit. Pacheco's ability to break tackles and gain yards after contact has bolstered the Chiefs' ground game, which ranked 8th in adjusted rushing efficiency in 2024's 0.10 adjusted rushing net per play. His presence helps balance the offense, preventing defenses from focusing solely on Mahomes. While the interior line is a strength, the tackle positions have been a glaring weakness, particularly exposed in Super Bowl LIX. The Eagles' pass rush overwhelmed Kansas City's tackles, with Joe Thuney forced to play left tackle due to deficiencies. Jawan Taylor and Wanya Morris have faced criticism for inconsistent pass protection, and the competition between Morris and rookie Kingsley Suamataia for the starting left tackle role remains unresolved. Posts on X have echoed Mahomes' acknowledgement of the Super Bowl's bad taste, with the team prioritizing offensive line improvements in the 2025 draft to address this issue. Despite the potential of the receiving core, chemistry issues have plagued the unit. In 2024, the Chiefs struggled with drops, lack of separation, and an over-reliance on Mahomes to create plays. NFL.com's Gennaro Feliz cited wideout chemistry as a worrying weakness, noting that injuries and Kelce's reduced production shifted pressure onto receivers who often fail to deliver. Rashee Rice's potential suspension due to a car racing incident further complicates the situation, potentially leaving the Chiefs thin at the position. The team's history of integrating new receivers suggests this can be overcome, but it remains a concern heading into 2025. While Pacheco is a standout, the Chiefs lack a reliable second running back to complement him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Kareem Hunt have filled backup roles, but neither provides the explosiveness or long-term potential needed. With no running back under contract for 2026, the Chiefs may target a young, dynamic back in the 2025 draft, possibly on day 2, to bolster the rushing attack. This deficiency limits the offense's ability to maintain balance if Pacheco is sidelined or defenses key in on him. The Chiefs' offense has been maddeningly inconsistent in recent years, a far cry from their dominant 2018 to 2020 stretch. In 2024, they ranked 17th in average total yards per game, 327.6, 14th in passing yards, 222.4, and 15th in points per game, 22.6, a decline from 2023's 9th, 6th, and 15th rankings, respectively. Despite reaching the Super Bowl, the offense fell apart late in the season, as noted by SI.com, with drops, penalties, and stalled drives undermining their potential. This inconsistency, coupled with a league average adjusted offensive ranking 10th, 0.13 adjusted net per play, raises questions about their ability to return to elite stats. The Chiefs' reliance on veterans like Kelce and key linemen introduces risks related to age and injuries. Kelce's declining production and potential retirement loom large, while injuries to players like Rashee Rice and tight end Jody Wiley ACL have strained depth. The offensive line's tackle issues are compounded by injury concerns, with backups like Lucas Niang and Darian Kinnard unproven. The team's depth will be tested if key starters miss time, a recurring issue given the NFL's 100% injury probability, as noted in historical analyses. Mahomes' brilliance masks many deficiencies, but his heavy workload, accounting for nearly 3/4 of the offense's yards, puts undue pressure on him. In games where the supporting cast struggled, such as the Super Bowl loss, Mahomes was unable to single-handedly overcome deficiencies in protection and receiver separation. This over-reliance limits the offense's ceiling and exposes Mahomes to physical wear, especially given his scrambling tendencies. The Chiefs' 2024 season provided a mixed bag of offensive metrics. According to FanDuel research, the Chiefs ranked 10th in overall adjusted offensive efficiency 0.13, adjusted net per play, 10th in passing 0.17 adjusted passing net per play, and 8th in rushing 0.10 adjusted rushing net per play. While these numbers reflect a top-whole offense when adjusted for schedule, raw stats paint a less flattering picture. 855 total offensive yards in the postseason, with 234 rushing and 679 passing, per NFL.com. The team converted only 12 of 31 third downs and 2 of 4 fourth downs, indicating struggles in sustaining drives. Compared to 2023, when the Chiefs ranked 9th in total yards, 351.3 per game, and 6th in passing, 246.4 per game, the 2024 decline suggests a step back. However, their ability to win close games and reach the Super Bowl despite these struggles underscores Mahomes and Reid's clutch performance. The challenge for 2025 is translating this resilience into consistent dominance. The Chiefs have taken steps to address their offensive weaknesses. The 2025 draft strategy, as reported by Arrowhead Pride, emphasizes bolstering the offensive line, potentially 2 linemen, and adding a running back and wide receiver. 7 of 8 top 30 draft visits were with offensive linemen, signaling a clear focus on fixing the tackle positions. Posts from at Motorcyclist and at Daily Chiefs highlight the team's commitment to strengthening the line, with Mahomes noting efforts to solidify the group. Free agency moves have been balanced, with 10 offensive and 12 defensive signings since March 15, 2025, per Arrowhead Pride. Retaining key players like Trey Smith and re-signing Edwards-Helaire provides continuity, while rookies like Kingsley Suamataia and Hunter Norzad add potential. The wide receiver room, with Hollywood Brown, Worthy, and potentially a rookie, is poised for growth if chemistry improves. However, challenges remain. The tackle competition, Rice's uncertain status, and the lack of a clear RB2 are hurdles. The offense's success will hinge on Reid's ability to integrate new talent, Mahomes' continued excellence, and the line's ability to protect him. If the Chiefs can address these issues, they have the potential to reclaim a top 10 offense, as speculated by SI.com, and compete for another Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs' offense heading into 2025 is a paradox. A unit with elite potential anchored by Mahomes and Reid, yet hampered by inconsistencies and vulnerabilities. Strengths like Mahomes' brilliance, Reid's scheming, and emerging talents like Pacheco and Worthy provide a strong foundation. However, weaknesses at tackle, receiver chemistry, and depth at running back pose significant risks. The team's off-season moves signal a proactive approach, but execution will be key. As the Chiefs aim to rebound from their Super Bowl disappointment, their offense's ability to balance Mahomes' magic with a more cohesive supporting cast will determine their fate in 2025. For the past half-decade, the Kansas City Chiefs have been the standard of offensive excellence in the NFL. With Patrick Mahomes under center, Andy Reid calling the shots, and Travis Kelce aging like fine wine, they've redefined modern offensive football. But as we head into the 2025 season, the once unstoppable machine is facing its toughest test yet, rebuilding on the fly while staying in championship contention. Here's a detailed breakdown of where the Chiefs' offense stands going into the 2025 campaign. Even after 7 seasons as a starter, Mahomes remains the NFL's most dangerous weapon. His ability to extend plays, improvise under pressure, and make throws that defy physics keeps Kansas City in every game. Statistically, Mahomes had a down year in 2024 by his standards: 4,321 yards, 32 TDs, 11 INTs. But make no mistake, he's still the best in the business. The only real question is whether the weapons around him can keep up. While Mahomes is the face of the team, Andy Reid is the architect. His creativity, especially in red zone and third down situations, continues to baffle defenses. Reid's scheme masks deficiencies in personnel better than any coach in the league. His use of pre-snap motion, quick strike plays, and unconventional formations remains elite. Kels is no longer the 1,300-yard force he once was, but his chemistry with Mahomes and football IQ remain unmatched. He's now more of a situational weapon and third down specialist, but that role suits him. Expect around 70 catches and 800 yards if healthy, and plenty of clutch plays in big moments. The Chiefs have made smart investments in the trenches. Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith remain stalwarts, and new additions at tackle in the 2024 offseason held up reasonably well. While not a dominant unit, they're solid in both run and pass protection, enough to give Mahomes time to operate. With the exit of JuJu Smith-Schuster and the decline of Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the Chiefs needed new playmakers. Rashee Rice showed major growth in 2024, finishing with 917 yards and 6 TDs. Now, with rookie Xavier Worthy-Texas, a burner with 4.2 speed, they may finally have a Tyreek Hill-light option to stretch defenses vertically again. Let's be honest, while Rice and Worthy have promise, neither is a surefire WR1. Yet, this offense still lacks a true alpha receiver who can dominate in isolation. The Chiefs often rely on scheme and Mahomes' brilliance rather than pure talent at the wideout spot. Against elite defenses that can catch up to them, Kels may still be savvy, but his age is showing. He's lost a step, and defenses have started to bracket him more effectively, especially in man coverage. If the young WRs don't step up, teams may be able to key in on Kels more than ever before. Isaiah Pacheco is a hard-nosed runner with burst and attitude, but the Chiefs still lack a consistent short yardage or power back. Their run game is often feast or famine. Against teams that can generate pressure with four, the inability to control the ground game has cost them drives and games. In 2024, the Chiefs ranked just 18th in red zone touchdown rate. That's a steep drop from their usual top 5 status. Why? It's a combination of Kels aging, WRs struggling to separate in tight spaces, and Mahomes occasionally forcing throws into double coverage. The bottom line is, this offense is still too Mahomes dependent. When he's on, they can beat anyone. But when he's off, or defenses are disciplined enough to keep him in the pocket, the lack of elite skill talent becomes more obvious. If Worthy can make an immediate impact, stretching the field, taking jet sweeps, and creating chunk plays, the entire offense opens up. He's the type of player who could shift defensive schemes with his speed alone. New WR addition at the trade deadline. Don't rule out the Chiefs making a move mid-season for a veteran WR if things stagnate. A name like T. Higgins or Brandon Ayuk, if available, could be a game changer. Can Pacheco become a three-down back? He's physical, fast, and plays angry, but can he become a reliable option on third downs? If Pacheco can develop his pass catching and blitz pickup skills, the Chiefs might finally have a balanced attack. For as long as Mahomes and Reed are in Kansas City, the Chiefs will be perennial contenders. But 2025 feels different. The margin for error is slimmer. The AFC is loaded. The team's offensive dominance isn't automatic anymore. Still, if Rice makes the year two leap, if Worthy proves to be a gem, and if Kels has one more vintage playoff run in him, this team can absolutely hoist another Lombardi. But if the young weapons falter, the dynasty might finally hit a wall.